What's up? It's your boy Bass, and y'all tuned in to the family time. Today, I want to talk to you all about the difference between a quartz watch and a mechanical watch. Now, mechanical watch come in two different categories. You got your self-winding, then you have your winding, like that you have to wind. Self-winding means that it can recharge by you waving your wrist or moving your wrist. It has a rotor in the back that helps wind it on its own. But you can also, a lot of the watches, you can also wind it on your own by winding it clockwise. I had to learn that you wind it clockwise. Now, quartz watch is something different. A quartz watch comes with a battery and it's powered by a quartz crystal, which is set to a certain frequency to help give it the right rhythm hit to go at the right time. So, that's the difference between the two, but let's kind of dive a little bit more deep. Quartz watches was not on the scene until like later on in the years. Mechanical watches been around for an extremely long time because they started out as pocket watches, and people later on gravitated to putting them on the wrist because they utilized them more in the military and in the service field. And that's how a lot of these watches have grown their popularity. And mechanical watches was also long lasting. Back then, they didn't have batteries. So mechanical watches was like the first pioneer of the game. And we're also doing that to be able to have the precise time or accurate time. It took prestige craftsmanship, which you don't really see too much now because everything is set to be mass produced. So they try to simplify everything while still try to keep its craftsmanship, I would say. But for the most part, that's how the watch game kind of started. That's why a lot of watches now are more so art pieces. It's a showpiece of craftsmanship and also detail and precision. But let's also go dive into quartz watch. Seiko and a lot of other brands really came into fame and also almost crippled the Swiss industry with this new technology that they were calling the quartz watch, when they were using batteries instead of actually having to wind or self-wind a watch, because those only have a recharge. Mechanical watches, a lot of times, at most, I think they have like a 72-hour recharge, but for a lot of times, it's like 48 to like 72 hours. And that's on the high end. On the low end, might get to 24 to maybe 12 to 24, if it's fully wound up and recharged. But I mean, on a full charge.